Hi everyone, and welcome back to Jola Speaks. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to speak about what I've titled, No One Should Be Exalted Above God. No one should be exalted above God. And I'll be looking at Daniel 11:36-37 quickly. This is the New King James Version. Then the king shall do according to his own will. He shall exalt and magnify himself above every god, small god, shall speak blasphemies against the God of gods, so I, God, and shall prosper till the wrath has been accomplished. For what has been determined shall be done. Verses 37. He shall regard neither the God of his fathers, nor the desire of woman, nor regard any god, small god, for he shall exalt himself above them. When I read these verses, it reminded me of a few things. One, no one should exalt themselves above who God has, who they are. 1, 2, God is God. You see, in verse 36, it says, at the end, it says, and shall prosper till the wrath has been accomplished, for what has been determined shall be done. And what I found very interesting here is that even when one thinks that they are God, even when one thinks, like here, this was Antiochus Epiphanes that had exalted himself and had, exalted the gods of whatever he was serving above God and all those things. Even his doings, right? Everything was aligning to God's plan. Amazingly. And so yes, he was prospering for a time, but when the time was done, right, and it was accomplished, that was the end. It's very important for us to remember this, especially when we are going through something where we feel like, we feel oppressed, we feel somebody's being God in our lives. Maybe it's in the work environment, maybe it's in personal environment, maybe it's in the family situation setting or church etc. Whenever you have that kind of person, it feels as if you can't look past them. They're like huge. Maybe they have something that you need, and you have to in that way they have impressed themselves as God in your life. But here we know that even those people are not God. Your God is bigger, huge, mightier, incomparable with any of them. I remember at a time in my life where I went through something similar, where I felt somebody was being God in my life. And it was such a very tough time. I was struggling, I was panicking, I was so afraid. In many cases, it really affected me. But I remember there was a voice telling me behind my back, and that was the voice of God saying, they don't have any control over you. But it was so hard for me to get that understanding. And so I would be so afraid. It took a while, but the more I began to believe, and the more God began to show me different scenarios, experiences that confirmed to me without a shadow of doubt that this person cannot be God over your life. It's not God. It's impossible. Literally, things will present itself to us, to me, and I'll see this person that is supposed to be God crumble, and I'm like, oh, wow, right? Or maybe there are plans that they have intended, evil plans for me, fail. And it was in those times that I knew that without any shadow of doubt, God is God. Because even those very people that seemed so huge to me, they became, because again, it's in one's mind. They were so huge in my mind. It's like literally a bus balloon. They became nothing. They became plain. Whatever mountain literally went plain by me just seeing and God showing me, confirming to me that I said to you, this person, that person, these people are not God over your life. and stop exalting them in your mind, because it is you. It was me that exalted them in my mind, and that was the problem. And when I got that, I realized that I knew what I needed to do was to stop exalting them in my mind, and things turned. But let's face it, they did prosper for the time. They were doing things and it was great. They were planning things that were evil against me, different things, so many horrible things. But when God showed me that, Jola, I am your God. Nobody should exalt themselves above me in your life, and you should not allow it. It took me time, I must say. It took me time, but you see, when I got to the realization, oh my gosh, I was thankful. And I remember one of the verses I used to read then, and that the Holy Spirit gave me, said, Who is he then who speaks and cometh to pass when the Lord has commanded it not? Which means that who can do things and come to pass if God did not allow it? And so I would think, this thing will happen to me. I was so scared. God was like, it's only if I allow it can happen, if it cannot happen. And he showed me things where people will plan evil, plan wrong things, try to implicate me, and literally God just remove me from a situation in a way that nobody could have planned. Me, I don't even know how it happened. But it just showed me God's sovereignty, that nobody should be exalted above God in our minds, in our hearts. Bear in mind, yes, someone can be playing God in your life, right? But you were the one that exalts them in one's mind. I was one that exalted this person in my mind that I shouldn't have. And so that I had to, by seeing God is God, the whole thing went down. All the mountains crumbled immediately. But then we need to also bear in mind that we should not exalt these people in our minds, because they're not God and they will never be God. We should continue to exalt God over whoever that person is, in our minds, in our hearts, so that we don't become so afraid and not even sing. But thank God for God's mercy, because now I have seen evidently, both physically, even in my heart, that they're not God. And so they are not exalted in my heart and mind anymore. I hope this has blessed you and helped you. Maybe you are going something similar where I want you, this person is like huge to you, you're afraid. Maybe this person is so significant in your life, and you feel like how that this person, the way they have put themselves, it looks as if, oh my God, there is no way out. I want to assure you, without any shadow of doubt, that they are not God and they can never be. God is sovereign, and I pray God shows you very clearly, confirms this word to you that even if they plan, I have the final say, and that's it. So thank you for listening to me today, and God bless you. I love you. I love you too. Bye.